Hello, my name is Annie and I am Channel Your Inner.
Hey, I'm Emily and I'm to be a Tandy.
Okay, so we both recently went to the UK. I went to the Ireland, Northern Ireland. She went everywhere in the UK and Ireland.
Yeah, I kind of went a little bit of all over.
Yeah. And so we're going to tell some of our stories of
Plane traveling.
plane traveling. Yes. Okay. Do you want to start?
That was your video.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. So anyway, on our first plane from Atlanta to Dublin, it was a 8-hour plane ride, and I wanted to sleep on the way there because I knew that was going to be my night. It was like taking off at 7:30 and then landing at like
Too early o'clock.
yeah, too early. Anyway, but first of all, they refused to feed us dinner till like 2 hours into the plane ride. So by the time that I got food, and I wasn't hungry before I had food because, you know, are you like that too? I don't know.
You'll get hungry till you see the food in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Anyway, and I couldn't sleep until I had a belly full of food. And then
It's like the
So-
opposite of most people. Most people
Yeah.
can't sleep with a full stomach.
I don't know. Anyway, so I got my food, and before that I watched Juno.
It's a good movie.
And it had like Korean subtitles. I don't know why. I don't know why. Anyway, so I watched Juno and then they gave me my food and I had like 4 hours left to sleep. And I got probably like 3 hours, probably like 2.5 solid hours of sleep. And I had the window seat, so I like curled up into the window and my feet were underneath my mom. And I was like completely under the blanket because I didn't turn off all the lights either. Hey, Cole.
This is
my
our
dog.
dog, Cole.
We named him Cole because he's black.
Oh, so C-O-A-L, not C-O-L-E.
Yeah, Cole, like the product. Anyway,
Good
so,
explanation.
but in front of me was a couple. They were like total hippies. They had like one of them, it was a man and a woman. One of them had like full grown out beard. They were wearing socks with sandals and they were like tie-dye socks and he said groovy a lot.
Yes!
Like one of my friends was sitting in front of him and they actually had a conversation. He was like, yeah man, groovy.
Yeah.
So, but they made out the entire time.
Oh my goodness, how awkward!
Yeah. It was weird. And it was like rowdy. I don't have a better way to put
They
that.
getting a little frisky?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
How uncomfortable.
that's my story of the way there at least.
Okay, way there. We actually got delayed. We were supposed to leave on one day, and because there was like horrible weather in New York City, our flight got canceled and we had to leave the next morning instead. So we were all anxious. We are ready to get out of the country and just go. So we had to fly to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta we had to fly to New York, and then we're finally like, okay, we're going to Ireland, we're finally getting on this plane. We get on the plane, it's like 8 o'clock something. Most of us have already eaten dinner already because we're like, we're not waiting for airplane food. We're gonna eat airport food instead. Yeah.
Like it's that much better.
Big difference, right? But at least you can choose what you want. Like you have a whole airport to roam around instead of these are your 3 options. Are you a vegetarian or what meat do you want?
Mm-hmm.
But it's sitting in front of us. There's a couple. It's always couples, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so like with Annie's case, they didn't turn off the lights for for 3 hours into the flight, and it is like almost midnight, and I'm like, I just want some sleep. That's all I want. So finally, I just like pass out. I wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning because the couple in front of me is screaming at each other. I don't know if it was happy screaming or I hate you screaming. I was too tired to comprehend it. And like the guy next to them was in this lively conversation, and I'm going, oh my goodness, it's 3 a.m. I want some sleep. Like that's all I want at this point in life. And no, it just wasn't gonna happen. this same couple, come landing time, like the stewardess comes through for that last time to pick up all your trash, it seems like they just kept passing vodka bottles to the stewardess, like the mini travel vodka bottles that they sell. There was like 4 or 5 of them. It just seems like they kept passing them down to throw away, and I was like, what is this? But yeah, no, that was great. And then a few seats back, there was a little kid. Oh my goodness, this little kid. We'll call him Johnny. Johnny is wide awake in the morning. Obviously got enough sleep, unlike the rest of us who got woken up in the middle of the night. And he's like yelling, look at the clouds, look at the clouds, look at the clouds. And his mom was like, Johnny, shut up, Johnny, stop talking, Johnny. And I was like, Johnny, just stop talking.
Just in case you've never flown, I think the clouds look exactly the same when you're in them, when they're just.
Yeah, so I mean, this kid was fascinated with the clouds though, and I was just like, Johnny, please, I just want to eat my muffin and orange juice in peace. Well, drink my orange juice. But, yeah, Johnny was just, no, he was not containing his happiness. He was sharing it with the whole plane. Do you have any good travel backstories?
Yeah. Well, first of all, this was on a smaller plane, like, not one of the ones where it was like.
The puddle jumpers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was on a puddle jumper.
Was the 1 seat, 2 seats?
No.
Oh.
It had 3 seats on each side.
Oh. That's not too bad.
Yeah. But, the one there was 2 seats, 5 seats, 2 seats.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah. And it had 2 aisles. Anyway, so the movie selection was a lot smaller. And so, the only media I consumed on this plane was Underneath the Sky Kids section. So first of all, I watched Mulan.
Hashtag winning.
I watched Mulan, but I mean, a Disney princess movie you never get tired of. And then I watched Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh my gosh, flashback Selena Gomez.
Yeah, I watched 2 of the like newer episodes, and I was like, what is this?
They're all grown up.
Yeah. And then I listened to the Camp Rock 2 soundtrack in its entirety. And I lip sang with my friend that was sitting beside me the entire thing. And
He's a cool kid.
Mhm.
This one.
Oh yeah. And then I was like, wait, I need to do something that's not underneath the kids section. So I played Solitaire, which actually was underneath the kids section, but it just didn't tell me until I exited out. So.
I have one. I watched Deathly Hallows Part 2 on the way home because one of the people I was with had a portable DVD player and a bunch of DVDs. Hi there, Cole. And the person just looked over at one point, and it was the best part of the movie. It's the last 10 minutes, and everything's like happy again. And I had
the flashback.
Yeah, the flashback. I had just passed out. Like they look over, and I like just fell asleep, sitting straight up, headphones on, hands just like rested on my lap, and eyes closed, just out. I was just totally passed out. And I stayed like that for like an hour, and then I like jolted awake and was like, what, did I just miss the end of the movie? I just missed the best part of the whole movie. I was so annoyed with myself. I just know, unacceptable behavior.
Okay.
That's about all my travel stories.
Yeah, me too.